China had known greatness before, but never like this. When the Tang Dynasty rose, it did not simply rule a land. It reshaped a civilization. This was an age when power met wisdom, when culture walked beside strength, and when China stood at the center of the known world. Yet this golden age was not born from peace. It emerged from ruins, betrayal, and exhaustion, proving that history often rewards those who learn from collapse. Before the Tang, China was broken. The Sui dynasty, which had once promised unity, had driven the people into misery. Massive construction projects drained villages. Endless wars emptied farms. Families were torn apart by taxes and forced labor. Roads and canals existed, but the people who built them starved beside them. Across the land, anger spread quietly, then violently. Rebellions erupted like sparks in dry grass. Faith in rulers vanished, and in China slipped once again into chaos. From this disorder, new leaders emerged. They were not dreamers. They were survivors of a brutal age who understood that strength alone could not rule forever. When the Tang Dynasty was founded, it carried the memory of failure like a scar. Its early rulers knew exactly what had destroyed the Sui, and they were determined not to repeat those mistakes. This awareness became the Tang's greatest weapon. The new rulers acted carefully. Taxes were reduced. Forced labor was limited. Land was redistributed so farmers could survive. These were not acts of kindness alone, but acts of strategy. A fed population does not rebel easily. Slowly, trust returned. Villages rebuilt. Fields filled again with life. The empire began to breathe. The Tang rulers also understood something rare in history. Power grows stronger when it listens. Advisors were encouraged to speak honestly, even when their words were uncomfortable. Criticism was not always punished. Sometimes it was rewarded. This created a court that could adapt rather than collapse. Mistakes were still made, but they were not ignored. At the heart of Tang, success was its government system. Instead of relying only on noble birth, the Tang expanded the civil service examination system. Talent mattered more than family name. A poor scholar could rise through intelligence and discipline. This single idea changed everything. It filled the government with capable minds and gave ordinary people hope. Ambition spread across the empire, fueling education and discipline. As the state stabilized, the world began to move toward China. Trade routes that had once been dangerous reopened. The Silk Road flourished under Tang protection. Merchants from distant lands arrived with goods, languages, and beliefs. Horses from Central Asia, glass from the West, spices from the South. All flowed into China. In return, silk, paper, and ideas traveled outward. The Tang capital, Chang'an, became the largest and most advanced city on earth. Its streets echoed with foreign accents. Temples of different religions stood side by side. This openness was revolutionary. Instead of fearing outsiders, the Tang absorbed them. The empire grew not by isolation, but by confidence. Culture exploded during this period. Poetry became the voice of the age. Writers captured sorrow, joy, war, and love in simple but powerful lines. Art flourished in every form. Music filled courts and streets alike. Culture was no longer locked inside palaces. It belonged to the people. Even social life changed. Women gained more freedom than in most other ancient societies. They rode horses, wrote poetry, and influenced politics. Fashion became bold. Society felt alive, expressive, and unafraid. This freedom gave the Tang its unique spirit, a sense that life itself was worth celebrating. Yet no golden age is without shadows. As the empire expanded, its military commanders gained immense power. Some ruled their regions like kings. Slowly, the balance between central authority and regional control weakened. Corruption returned, quietly at first. Warnings were ignored. Comfort replaced vigilance. The turning point came with rebellion. A massive uprising shattered the illusion of eternal strength. Cities burned, millions suffered. Though the Tang survived, it was never the same. The empire continued, but its confidence was broken. The Golden Age faded, not because it lacked greatness, but because greatness was taken for granted. Still, the Tang Dynasty never truly disappeared. Its influence shaped China for centuries. Language, culture, governance, and identity all carried its mark. The Tang proved that a civilization reaches its peak not through fear, but through balance, between strength and wisdom, openness and order. In the end, the Tang Dynasty became a golden age because it remembered failure, respected talent, embraced the world, and valued culture. Its rise teaches a timeless lesson. True power is not built by force alone, but by understanding the people who live under it. History does not reward perfection. It rewards those who learn, and that is why, even after its fall, the Tang Dynasty still shines.